Hi, I'm Matt from Wex Photographic, and today I'm going to be explaining a popular photographic and today I'm going to be explaining a popular photographic technique known as bracketing. Bracketing is a useful way to get the shot you want in camera without you needing to adjust it later in post-processing. The idea behind bracketing is simple. You take one image at a particular group of settings, and then two additional images of the same scene, but with one variable adjusted one way for the first image and the other way for the other. It works as a kind of insurance, in that if the image captured at the standard settings isn't quite right, one of the other two images may be. The most common application of bracketing is for exposure, where one image is captured at the camera's default settings, one image is captured with a slight bias towards underexposure, and the final image is captured with an equal bias towards overexposure. The bracketing function is sometimes marked on cameras by the icon of light, medium and dark rectangles, although it may also be marked by the letters AEB, which stand for Auto Exposure Bracketing, or simply BKT. Most cameras allow you to vary the extent of shift for the secondary frames so that they are either slightly under and overexposed, such as by a third of a stop, or altered more significantly, perhaps by a full stop or more in either direction. The markers underneath the exposure scale move as the level of compensation is adjusted to show how under and overexposed each additional frame is, compared to the standard exposure. The camera is programmed to take each of the 3 frames with every press of the shutter release button, which saves you time and effort as you don't need to make a separate adjustment before each frame. You simply press the shutter release button to capture the standard frame, press it again to capture the underexposed frame, and one final time to capture the overexposed frame. Some cameras may even do all 3 at the same time, or allow you to take more than 3 images at once so that you can bracket more extensively. As you're able to do this automatically with nothing more than a press of the shutter release button, you stand to capture the scene similarly in each frame. So even if your subject isn't completely static, the fact that you're capturing it quickly should result in 3 similar images. Camera manufacturers have applied the principle of exposure bracketing to a range of other camera settings. One of these is white balance, which allows you to capture one standard image, one image bearing a slightly warm tint, and one bearing a slightly colder one. This is particularly useful for situations under artificial lighting sources, which auto white balance systems often find problematic. Many cameras also offer bracketing for dynamic range optimization and for different colour and processing effects. For more tips and advice, subscribe to our channel, visit us on Twitter, Facebook or Google+, or check out wexphotographic.com/blog.